Hello everybody and welcome to this 20-minute full body yin yoga routine. We'll begin today with a toe squat, so you can come to sit on the mat like so. If you have sensitive knees, you can fold your mat or place a blanket in underneath. Now from here, tuck your toes in underneath and gently come back to sit on your heels or onto a cushion in between if you need to. Now you might need to remove your little pinky toe from underneath and have your weight on the ball of your feet here, not in your toes. We're staying here for about 6 deep breaths, but if you need to take a little rest and come out of the pose, you can come to stand on your knees, and then when you're ready, come back down. We also can't tolerate any pain in our knees or ankles. So if you are feeling any pain, just come out of the pose, rest and wait for the next one. Wherever you are, just taking a nice deep breath in and out. Feeling whatever sensations you're feeling. Trying not to label them as good or bad, rather just observing them. Breathing deeply into them. Take one more big breath in. And when you're ready to exhale, you can start to slowly lift yourself out of the pose. Bring the top of your feet back to the mat. Big toes will touch each other here, and we'll set ourselves up for child's pose, whichever version you prefer. You can have your knees together or they can come wider apart. Forehead will come to the mat, and then hands can come to rest, palms up next to the feet. If needed, you can place your forehead onto a pillow or onto your hands instead. We're staying here in child's pose for 2 minutes, allowing the top of the feet to stretch, gently opening your hips and stretching all along your spine. Anytime you feel your awareness floating away from your yoga mat, just gently catch it, bring it back here to the sensations you feel within your body and back to your breath. Now from here, you can reach your hands towards the front of your mat, gently opening up through your shoulders. Keep stretching the fingers to the top as if they want to touch it, so you can elongate through both of your arms. And while you're here, spread your fingers nice and wide apart, stretching through your hands. Take a big breath in, gently opening up the upper body even more. And now press your hands into your mat. Use an inhale to pull yourself up, coming towards all fours. From here, we'll make our way into dragon pose by stepping the right foot forward in between the hands and then sliding the back knee back as far as is comfortable. Back foot can stay flat or you can tuck your toes, whatever works best for you. Now here we're just opening up through the groin. Now you can stay here, or to take this pose a little bit deeper, you can walk your foot to the outside of your right hand, having your toes pointed away from you. Staying here for 2 minutes or for however long is best for you. This pose can be one which is quite challenging to keep the body and the mind still. But just try your best here. We're practicing patience, practicing presence. And we're just learning to quietly ignore all those little voices in your head. And again here, just feeling whatever sensations you feel, trying not to label them, but rather just observe them. And unless, of course, you are in pain, we're staying here with those sensations, with the breath. Now we have an option for the last few breaths here to take this into a twisted dragon by bringing your right hand onto your right thigh, gently pressing that right thigh away from you if you can. Now imagine you're starting to rotate from the base of your spine through your middle body into your chest, and eventually the neck turns so you can look up. Breathe in, imagining it's lengthening your spine, and then breathe out, imagining it can twist you even further. One more breath like this. Slowly coming back to center. From here, making our way into downward facing dog by tucking the back toes underneath, slowly lifting the back knee off of the mat, and then stepping that right foot to the back, doing whatever you need to do here, maybe paddling your feet, swaying the hips from side to side. Taking a moment of stillness here in downward dog. Turning the eye of your elbows towards the front of your mat. Dropping your head so your ears are in line with your biceps. Keep pushing away from your hands so you can lengthen your spine. Point your tailbone up towards the sky. Have a little bend in your knees. And imagine that you're trying to touch the heels to the floor. Keep pushing away from your hands. Keep breathing. Now when you're ready, we'll prepare for dragon on the opposite side, either by stepping your left foot in between your hands, or you can come back to all fours and make your way into dragon pose that way. Finding that position which works for your back knee and your back foot. Maybe bringing the left foot to the outside of the left hand, pointing those left toes away from you. And then we're staying here in dragon pose for 2 minutes. Opening up through the groin, stretching the back, hip flexor and quad muscle. Learning to gently quieten the thoughts, practicing our patience, practicing presence. Option for the last 30 seconds or so to bring the left hand to the left thigh. Gently push that knee away from you and start to rotate towards the left. Maybe eyes will find the sky. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to gently twist. Coming back to center and then slowly making your way back into downward facing dog. Using the pose to release any tension that might have accumulated in your body. From here, drop both knees gently back down to the mat, coming to sit whatever way is most comfortable for you, having your palms facing up, spine is lengthened, shoulders relaxing down and away from your ears, and then your chin is slightly tucked towards your chest. Breathing here for a moment and just feeling all that you feel. When you're ready to come back, you can reach your left arm out in front of you, pushing it as far away as you can. Right arm comes in underneath for eagle arms, and you can either hold opposite shoulders or take a twist into your arms so your palms are facing each other. Wherever you are, tuck your chin towards your chest and gently lift your elbows to find your first edge. Staying here until your body maybe invites you to go a little bit deeper, and then you could lift your elbows a little bit higher. Taking about 6 big breaths here. Now you can start to unravel your arms, doing whatever you need to do to release your shoulders, maybe interlocking your fingers behind your back, pressing the shoulders down and away. We'll repeat on the other side by reaching the right arm out in front, left arm comes underneath. Hold your shoulders or find your twist. Tuck the chin and lift the elbows to the first edge. And now we'll start to undo the arms. Again, doing whatever feels right for you here. And when you're ready, we'll make our way into squat pose, bringing the feet to about the edge of your mat, having your toes pointing the same direction that your knees are. Now you can come into whatever version of squat works best for you. Maybe having your elbows against your knees, palms might come together at the chest. And then elbows are gently pushing the knees away from each other as your spine starts to straighten. Find your breath here, and we'll hold for 1 minute, but if you need to come out, that's absolutely fine. And if you want an alternative to squat here, you can practice happy baby pose. Now from this pose, we're going to come straight into dangling pose. So you can start to tilt forward, maybe bring your hands to the mat in front of you, and then slowly straighten up your legs, walking your feet back to about hip width distance apart. Bend your knees and hold opposite elbows. Arms can either rest on the thighs, or to go a little bit deeper, you can just let them dangle. Drop your head. And we'll stay here for 1 minute, stretching through your hamstrings and your spine, helping all of the blood to flow to your brain, helping to calm your mind. Find your breath and challenge yourself to stay with it. Now let's release dangling pose by bringing our fingers back to the mat. Take a nice big bend into your knees and come back down to sit with your legs in front of you. And we'll end this routine with a very brief twist for the spine. So you can start by bending your right knee, wrap your left arm around it. Right arm comes in behind the spine like a pillar, propping it up. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to slowly twist through your lower back, into your torso, to your chest, into your neck, eventually looking back. Each inhale lengthens your spine, and each exhale helps you to twist a little bit deeper. When you're ready, you can come back to center. Bend your left knee this time, right arm hugs it, left hand is as close to the tailbone as you can get it. Inhale to lengthen, and then start rotating from the lower back all the way to the crown of the head. And now we'll start to come back to center. Taking some time here just to do whatever you need to do, getting rid of any last little bits of tension. And then when you're ready, you can come back into your favorite seated position. Lengthening the spine again, closing the eyes, and taking a big breath in and out. And when you're ready, you can open up the eyes again. Thank you so much for joining me for this 20-minute yin yoga routine. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you would like to support me in making more videos like this, you can leave this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel so we can practice again together in the future. I also have lots of bonus yin yoga content in my membership if you are interested in checking that out. It's also a great way to support me in making these videos here on YouTube. So I will see you in the next practice. Until then, take care and goodbye.